Man, me and Taylor's relationship is actually really good. That's just the Midwest vibe that we have with each other. That's I'm big brother, she's little sister. So I would have done something differently. I wouldn't have sent Joseph home, but I wouldn't have evicted Kyle. I actually would have evicted Alyssa. I just want to change the narrative of what happens in those type of situations. Best game so far is absolutely Michael. Me personally, I love Taylor. I rock with her heavy.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today we'll be looking at Terrence's exit interview. And I'd like to give a shout out to the Winner's Circle, Showbiz Cheat Sheet, ET Canada, and Catherine Dunn. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
If this is the first time you see my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. The format that I will use is basically we will watch the interviews and I will give my comments periodically throughout the videos, but this is not the full videos within its entirety, so I have all the links down in the description box. And the first one is the Winner's Circle.
That's my guess.
Yeah. So we asked Terrence, you said you wanted to see Taylor follow you out, and it seemed like all season long you weren't a fan of hers. What is it about Taylor that rubbed you the wrong way?
Nothing rubbed me the wrong way. I absolutely do love Taylor. We were just working on opposite sides of the house, and the people that I was working with absolutely did not like Taylor, though. But me personally, I love Taylor. I rock with her heavy.
When I say this was cap, for him to say, I love Taylor, I rock with her heavy. I don't know if we're in the Twilight Zone. I don't know if, if this is like somebody took over his body or producers was like, yeah, just like play it up like y'all were just cool. Working on opposite side of the house. This was cap bullshit. Every chance he got to talk shit about her, he did. And that's the reason why a lot of people did not rock with him or like him in-house.
Who do you think is in the best position to win the game? And so he doesn't even know who walked out right after him. So
Best game so far is absolutely Michael. It's no question. I mean, he has comps, he has a social game. So with him right now, it's picture perfect. It's picture perfect.
Drop down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about Terrence's overall gameplay.
That was just a shot. I really would love to see Taylor go the distance. But, just because we haven't got along all season, it was like, yeah, I want to see Taylor behind me. So I wish Taylor the best.
I told y'all in my last reviews that every person that has been touched by Taylor's karma all downplayed or backpedaled on their comments and like, yeah, I love Taylor. I like Taylor. Jasmine did it. Daniel did it. Nicole did it. Amira did it. Pooch did it. So it's like one of those things, like now that you're being confronted with what you actually said, now it's, I'm like, I wish she wins the shit. She's so amazing. I want her to go the distance. Wow, it's so crazy. It's so irritating because at the end of the day, we know that's not your honest opinions. Just be honest. Just say, I didn't like her in the house. Boom. I would respect that than this bullshit.
I just felt that it was a teachable moment, and I felt that we could handle a situation like that in a different way. That's the only view that I had of it.
So, unfortunately, he didn't answer the question because the question was, you extended grace to Kyle and even tried to keep Kyle over Taylor. That was the question. He didn't answer the question. Was this a teachable moment? Yes. And I guess he's basically trying to say, I chose this moment to, I felt that he did something admirable. I don't know. And I was going to keep him over Taylor. I do feel like Terrence had some type of vendetta or whatever against Taylor. And I feel like it stems from Daniel, but I'm not necessarily sure. That's something that he really is going to have to get down with it, because I don't know. It's something about Taylor that rubs Terrence wrong. And even though he say no, it is.
We're both Midwesterners. She's the only child, so it's just like big brother, little sister. That was the vibe that we honestly had with each other, and big brothers and little sisters don't get along often.
What people have to realize is that they're asking these questions for a reason. So I feel like he's going to get the hint, like, okay, maybe the perception is I don't like Taylor. So he's trying to use that, big brother, little sister situation, which that was not the case. We heard his raw emotions about it. He made fun of her Miss Michigan title. He called her a bitch. He called her a hoe. So she's prancing around, basically having the same sentiments of Nicole, talking about she's prancing around the yard like a hoe. These are things that he has said out his mouth. And he is damn near old enough to be her daddy. And I just feel like at some point, if you're going to say it, this is how I feel. If you're going to say it, at least stand on it 10 toes down instead of just trying to pussyfoot around it.
I would have done something differently. I wouldn't have sent Joseph home, but I wouldn't have evicted Kyle. I actually would have evicted Alyssa.
To be honest, I think that would have been dumb. Like, evicting Joseph was a great game move, in my opinion. It was sad to see him go, but it was a great game move to get rid of Joseph. Getting rid of Alyssa would have done what to the game? Nothing, right? So getting rid of Joseph was actually a blow to a lot of people, and it caused a lot of friction in the house, which was needed because that ultimately got Michael out. That ultimately got a lot of these other people, Kyle, out that needed to get out. So I think that was actually a benefit. And if Terrence would have stayed in the game and could have got some more people out, that could have definitely won him the show.
It seems that you had a vendetta towards Taylor and disliked her. Why is that? Do you think constantly targeting her hurt your game?
Wow, no, I absolutely didn't have a vendetta against Taylor. We was just working on two opposite sides of the house. I have nothing but love for Taylor, but us working separately just made it look that way.
Production, I hate doing this, I really do. But production, please show the receipts because I'm over this.
Thank you, big brother.
He's a monster, bro. A whole fucking monster.
And I'm gonna check her ass because she's so fucking stupid.
Working this. They're doing everything. Like a hole on a stroke. Hard, but then she doesn't realize, bitch, we don't need you. Michigan, the whole state?
Wait, the state? Or there's like a restaurant called Michigan?
You got it. Embrace it. You got it.
Please don't talk to me.
So I'm just over here just like, for him just to be like, trying to downplay everything like he didn't have this visceral reaction towards her is just mind-boggling to me because obviously he's a motherfucking lie. And he's going to have to answer to her some way. I mean, he could at least give an apology because, yeah. And I'm not saying that Taylor's innocent or Taylor's just like some like sweet little girl that didn't say nothing to nobody. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he did say shit about her. The relationship that he's talking about that he has with Taylor is fabricated in make-believe and fairy dust.
Next question. When you found out about Kyle's cookout comments, you told Kyle he should have gone home instead of Joseph. Yet you tried to save Kyle later on in the week. Why was that?
I just want to change the narrative of what happens in those type of situations, and nothing happens until we change exactly what we're doing with situations like that.
Okay, y'all, head down to the comments and let me know what you guys think so far about Terrence's interview responses.
Next question. You questioned why Michael and Brittany didn't express their concerns about Kyle sooner. If they had, would you have approached your game differently?
Absolutely would have approached my game differently.
And then last question. What do you think is the biggest mistake you made in the game?
The biggest mistake that I made in the game was aligning myself with people who didn't have my best interest in the game at all.
You told Julie that you're hoping to see Taylor follow you to jury. Why?
I don't hope that I see Taylor. That was just a dig because we've been digging on each other all season. So I absolutely love Taylor.
Absolutely love Taylor.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
So I hope that she is still fighting to be in this house and makes it to finale.
G-A-P.
You talked a lot about making big moves. What was your biggest move in the house? And if you had the option to make any move in the house, what would it be?
I think my biggest move was Dire Fest when I was HOH, finding out all the information about the leftovers and that was epic to me. If I could make a big move, it would have been the move when I threw OTEV to Michael, and I wanted to keep nominations the same, and we could have gotten out Monty. That would have been a move that I think would have been epic.
Surprisingly, I actually agree. I think that a lot of people had opportunity to get out Michael. A lot of people had opportunity to get out Monty, Turner, but they chose not to. I feel that Terrence made a great move by getting rid of Joseph, even though it was under the false pretenses. But at the end of the day, getting rid of Joseph or Kyle would have been a great game move either way. So I feel like that's when I really was looking at Terrence as a different type of player.
What are you hoping to do in the jury house? Because you keep saying you're going to peel back the layers. What layers are you referring to?
The layers that everyone played a different game. So once we put all those games together, it'll draw a picture of who absolutely is playing the best game in the whole house. So I think that once we get everybody's perspective of everything, then, that's the onion right there.
So I heard that Terrence and Michael went to the jury house and they both got into an argument with one another. I saw this on Twitter. I don't know how true that is, but I would definitely like to see this interaction. Who do y'all have money on, Michael or Terrence? And being that Terrence's responses were so short, this review is kind of short. So what I'm going to do is add Showbiz cheat sheet to round this interview up.
Question number 1. You told Kyle it should have been him evicted instead of Joseph during the house meeting. But after that, you were campaigning for him to stay over Taylor. Can you walk us through how you went from that heated moment to wanting him to stay?
It was just basically trying to do something differently than what's already been done. Try to change the narrative and try to handle a situation like that differently.
So I'm confused. Can somebody comment down below and let me know, like, what narrative was supposed to be changed by keeping Kyle, who made insensitive, borderline racist comments, and evicting Taylor? I'm trying to figure out what narrative was supposed to change because Michael brought this up as well. So I want to know. I'm confused.
Question 2. Most people bite their tongues around other house guests they don't like for their game. But you told Taylor not to talk to you while on the wall, helped other people accept her at the last veto meeting, and when she mentioned you wanting Kyle to stay over her in your private talk, you glossed over it. However, you still picked her to play for you in the veto and campaigned for her to forget your past and move forward with you. Why didn't you act kinder with her from the beginning to keep her as an option?
Man, me and Taylor's relationship is actually really good. That's just the Midwest vibe that we have with each other. That's I'm big brother, she's little sister. So that was the only thing that that happened with me and Taylor. I love Taylor.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Question 3. You call Taylor a sellout. It doesn't seem like you have anything against working with sellouts because Kyle ratted out every alliance he was ever in. You knew this and kept fighting for him. Can you explain why, in your eyes, Taylor was a sellout in a negative way?
Oh, I don't think Taylor was a sellout in a negative way. I just think that it was a better option to keeping me over Alyssa based on different things that happened with me and Alyssa for her choice.
So he basically said, she's not a sellout in a negative way. Well, I'm like, how's that positive, And then I'm just like, what benefit did she have from keeping you in the house? The person that came after her any chance he could. And she saw it, and she even reiterated that.
Question 4. You threatened Michael that you would tell the jury about his move against Kyle in a way that could hurt his game. Will you also do that for Brittany? And can you give us a taste of how you'll frame that information for them?
It goes for both of them. It's just purely gameplay. If you just look at the timeline on when they knew the information as to when they gave the information out, it was totally gameplay. So that's what I will lay out.
I think this is a great closer. Like I said in my previous videos, I definitely felt like Brittany and Michael were being strategic. I feel like Terrence throughout this game has gave me mixed emotions. In the beginning, I was really excited to see him basically, steer clear from the Taylor drama and just see him like, be in the game and like what moves he would make, but slowly but surely he jumped on the Taylor hate bandwagon, and unfortunately Taylor's karma has came back around and got another victim. And I've been, I guess I could say with Terrence, I've been very disappointed for someone that, like, I guess they both live in like the what is it, Michigan area. They both live in that same culture, and they both have that same background where it's like they live the same place, they're the same identity, and he's a little bit older. You would think that he would have a little bit more couth and a little more decorum with her. And I don't know, it's just something about Taylor rubbed him the wrong way, and which is fine. Not everybody's going to get along. I was very much wanted to see what was the reason. Like, what was the reason that you didn't like Taylor? But he did not give us that at all. He gave us very much some bullshit, because he's like, no, I really did like Taylor. If they're telling you, and most all the interviewers ask this question about Taylor, if they're asking you the question, obviously you showed something on the feeds or the show that you did not like Taylor. So it's irrelevant at this point saying, I'm cool with her, like, we're cool, that's my little sister. That's bullshit. But let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? This was a very short one just because he didn't give pretty much in detail answers, and he definitely beat around the bush. But like, comment, and subscribe, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.